This is a summary of the Silmarillion. In the beginning, there was Big God and his little gods, Manly, Mandy, Ulmo, Aule, Vanna, Yavanna, and Vienna Sausage. They created the Flat Earth Society. Then there was the Eye of Sorthum. He was a goth, but he had a master who was even more goth than he was, so his master was called Morgoth. Morgoth stole 3 jewels called the Silmarillions and put them on his head with Velcro. The Silmarillions were made by a dude named Feanor. Feanor had a soul too strong for his weak body, so he was killed by a bowel movement. But his 7 sons, Kelly, Amber, Curry, Carwash, the other Amber, Magilor, and my throat, swore an oath to find the Silmarillions, but they were cursed by mandibles and they failed. Feanor had a brother named Finger. Finger had 3 kids, Finger Puppet, Middle Finger, and Turd. They had a 3rd brother named Fin, who had the kids Nimrod, Gullible, Angsty, Anal Pill, and Kate Blanchett. Nimrod had a rap battle with the Eye of Sauron and helped Bear and Lulu put Morgoth to sleep. Bear took a Silmaril from Morgoth. He could have taken all of the Silmarils, but he only took 1 because he's a dumbass. They gave it to Thingus, the king of the Keebler Elves. Morgoth hated the Keebler Elves, and he cut down their 2 tree houses. Then he killed Finger with his toes and sent a danger worm to kill the incest children. Turn Signal was in love with Ulmo, who gave him a secret gondola, but Morgoth destroyed it with his bowel movements, but not before Turpentine's daughter Beedrill had a son named Earwax, who met Baron Lulu's son Dion, who killed Kelly, Curry, and Carwash, and had a daughter named Animorph, who killed the Ambers and married Earwax. Earwax and Animorph got on a rocket ship with the Silmaril they took from the 7 dwarves, who killed King Thingy, and went to Manly and got all the little gods to flood the Flat Earth Society and turn Morgoth into a wet noodle. But the last 2 Silmarils were stolen by Magilor and my throat, but they felt bad about it. Magilor threw his Silmaril in the ocean and sang the blues, but my throat jumped into a fire crack, and that was the end of the Silmarils. The Keebler Elves went to heaven to make room for the race of dune buggies. The little gods gave the dune buggies a gift, a nudist colony. But the nudists were corrupted by the Eye of Sour Skittles, and the little gods turned the Flat Earth Society into a ball. But the eagles pooped on them and they died, all of them except the one named King Nudist, who moved to New Zealand to cut off the Eye of Sardine's finger and take the one ring pop to be licked by all. The best nudist couldn't beat Doom, so he died, and the ring pop was found by a seagull, who was found by a bingo, who was found by 50 Shades of Ganymede, who was an angel from Vienna Sausage, now serving Sakuman, who was secretly evil because he told the Eye of South Park to send nudes. Speaking of which, hope was not lost because the best nudist had a great-grandson who was the true king of the wedding cake, and his name was Airhorn. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to sub-sandwich. Toodles!